Hi, everybody. OptimumEd, Tom Leahy, and Amanda Team.
Yes, and we're so happy today. We have Michelle Stanley with us, who is an OptimumEd mom, and she's going to share with us a little bit about her experience and her daughter's experience, and we're just going to ask her some questions and just kind of see what her experience is. So thank you so much for coming.
It's my pleasure.
And I think you'll walk away with a little golden nugget about essays from this conversation.
Essays, yeah.
Well, let's just dive right in.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Tell us a little bit. How did you find Tom and us, and what was the first part of your experience?
Well, it was probably about this time last year we started going to visit colleges. My daughter was a junior, and we were a little late to the process of starting to look for a college. At least I felt like that's the feeling I had. We were late, and there was just kind of a randomness about the colleges we were going to. Were great schools, but I just felt like we were missing something, and I didn't know what we were missing, and I didn't know how to find out what we were missing. So then I met Tom, and I was so thankful, and I found out what he did, and I said, I think I need to talk to you more about your service. And then we came in for the free information session, and that was completely eye-opening, and I knew this was exactly what we needed.
Now, was your daughter open to exploring the possibility, of having OptimumEd help? What were her thoughts?
Well, I mean, yeah, I just asked her to keep an open mind. I think it helped her because she, had thoughts about what she wanted to do, but what we ended up, she hadn't that fiery passion just wasn't there. And so we just asked her to keep an open mind, and as we got into the process and she realized what was coming together, she definitely got on board with it.
Well, when you meet Tom, he's got so much experience with the whole process and just knows, how to organize everything, and he just really makes you feel like you're in good hands.
Allison wanted to be a writer, right? She's a great writer, but what does that mean, right? So through the assessment process, we were able to really hone in on that, and so she's pursuing business writing with digital communication.
Right.
So you kind of married those two together.
Right. Makes sense, right? Yeah. And she's all over that, and she's got into what colleges, Mom?
Oh, wow. She's gotten into some amazing colleges, Temple University, Baylor University, Texas Tech. She's gotten into Savannah College of Art and Design.
SCAD, yep.
She's gotten into Elon. She's gotten into VCU, and I'm missing one or two more other ones.
JMU.
That's a lot of
JMU.
Oh, wow.
How could you have
She's gotten into Madison. I knew I was missing one.
She got into almost all of them, right?
Yes, we're still waiting to hear back from one of the schools, which is Carnegie Mellon University.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Okay. And that's a really good school in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, what a great track record. And I think a lot of it, and thinking about this and my experience with other students, we talk about the essay, but I don't think people really realize how important the essay is. And Allison's essay was so creative and so different that I think it may have just tipped the scales in her favor.
Yeah.
She took us on a tour of her room.
Yeah.
In her essay, and the things that
are
in her room.
So out of the box.
And what they meant to her as a person, and it showed us who she was, but it was done in a way of, here are my guitar and music, and here's my running shoes, and but it was so cool, the way she developed that. And I really think that gave her an advantage, besides just being great academically as well.
Right. Well, and Tom was really instrumental in helping her even take those essays that she made and just tweak them just a little bit more. That was, that was really helpful.
Yeah.
He kind of takes the essay to the next level. I mean, he takes the essay that's written, and a lot of the essays are written in English classes, and he can take those and just kind of take them to the next level. So
Yes,
to speak,
yes.
And just and
Well, and
incorporate
it just helps to have another set of eyes
Sure.
on the application process so that, we know we're not missing something.
You
And
don't-
I really,
Yeah.
all the I's are dotted, T's crossed. And so it just really took, it was really easy, the application from my perspective. Because
Nice.
prior to coming to Optimum Ed, I just had overwhelming things of, how are we going to get these applications done? And it just made the process smooth. And
So do you
yeah.
think the portal that Optimum Ed uses for the students to utilize was
Yeah, I mean,
important?
Allison used it more than I did. I think I just looked over her shoulder a couple of times, but I would just check in with her. Is there anything going on? And she stayed on top of it. I really didn't have to do that much managing of it.
Well, and
Yeah.
that is the beautiful thing
Yes.
about the portal is it keeps everything
Thing
organized.
organized.
You can see where you
Right.
are with any school
Yeah.
at any given
Right.
time.
And the process makes it
Yeah,
very
it
smooth.
was amazing.
Yeah.
So if parents want to check in on everything, it's there.
Yes.
But it really
Yeah.
puts it all together in one
Yeah.
spot.
And we look at financial aid as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so we take, really soup to nuts when it comes to the process. So I think
Well,
All
I
right.
mean, how is she feeling right now? Is she
We're
just super
good.
excited?
We are just, the waiting is the hardest part.
Right.
So we're still waiting for one more college, but we are, and we're still actually touring some of the colleges she's been accepted to, and we are just waiting for all the financial stuff to come in so we can sit down and do the final analysis and make a decision.
Yeah. Well, that's great to be in that position where the
Yes.
hard decision is where to go to college.
Right. Right.
Not whether
Well, and
where
our
you're going or
choices
not. Yeah.
are just, I was thinking about
Amazing.
this. Some of the colleges we ended up applying to weren't even on our radar until we actually sat down
Right.
and defined our focus and
Yeah.
the writing degree, which colleges have the best writing degrees.
Well, I was
Yeah.
going to ask you about that. Are there colleges on the list that you applied to that you didn't even think about before
Yeah.
engaging?
Oh,
with
yeah.
Optimum Ed?
Like most of them.
Well, that's the process. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I mean, you don't really know, and that's why I always tell people, working the process greatly increases the chances that the money that parents invest in this process, the time and energy that students invest in this process, will result in a return
Right.
on your investment.
Right.
You want to get it right.
Yes.
You want to get it right.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah.
anyway,
time.
yeah. Well,
yeah.
great. Well, thanks so much for being here today.
Oh, it was my
Taking
pleasure.
time to talk with us, and I'm so excited about Allison's future.
Yeah.
That's
me
great.
too.
Thank you. All right.
So many choices.
Yes, it's awesome.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well, you
thank
all have a
you.
great weekend,
Have a good
and we'll see
weekend.
you next week. Thank you.
So-